Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome to Adam McKola TV. I am Adam. We are live. We are back again on the United Daily, and I hope all you guys are doing well, feeling good after a weekend of no more action. Was it even a weekend? Can you even call it a weekend anymore when we don't even know what day it is? The only way I know what day it is if I look at my phone and it says Monday, the 30th of March. How are you guys doing right now? We've got so much to chat about today. So much to chat about today. Saul Niguez, Jack Grealish, Jadon Sancho, Paul Pogba, Thomas Partey. There's so much to go through on this show today, United Daily. And I've just finished recording as well the Premier League Gazette for Adam McKola TV, which will be up in a few hours, about 5 p.m. I've finished recording Gazzetta for Full-Time Devils, which will be up today as well. So make sure you're keeping it locked. Make sure you're subscribing, commenting and sharing. And just like PJ and P Savage have, you can also join the channel as well. So thank you to PJ, thank you to P Savage for joining the channel in the last day. I really do appreciate it. And remember, you can click join and join the channel as well. But today we're here to look at all the news regards to Manchester United and regards to potential incomings, outgoings, and also just general transfer news and general Manchester United news. Like yesterday, goal of the month was given to Odion Igalo for his goal against LASK Linz in the UEFA Europa League, and it was a fantastic goal and it really did deserve it. But first up, let's talk about the story that we're all here to talk about. It is Saul Niguez to Manchester United, and it's funny because yesterday and the last few days on my show and on United Daily, you lot have been saying to me, yo, we need to go in for Saul Niguez. And I've been saying to you, that probably isn't going to happen. But I tell you what does happen. Journalists and people that write for newspapers, they occupy positions where they see what fans want and what fans are talking about on Twitter or on streams like mine. And then they'll go bang a story out about it. Whether it's true or not, they'll go bang a story out there about it, knowing that people want it to happen. So people are likely to click on it just because they want it to happen and they want to find out if it's true. So I thought to myself, let me get digging. Let me get digging on this story. Is this story true? Where has this story come from? Why is it everywhere? It was in the Metro, on the Mail, on the Sunday Express, on this, on that, and the other. It was literally all over the place. All over the place. Reading the article, £135 million. Manchester United are confident. Ed Woodward is confident. He's giving the green light to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. All this kind of chit-chat about Saul Niguez. Now, first things first, Saul Niguez is a fantastic player. £135 million, though. £135 million. How to the no. How to the no. For me, he's not worth £135 million. Not many players are worth £135 million, but he isn't one of them. I genuinely don't think that. Saul isn't coming to United and not for 135 mil, says Ryan. And I've got to agree with you, but like I said, I got digging, I got searching, I got thinking, where the hell has this news come from? So I read one article, I read the Express. They said, I think it was like the Metro or something. So then I read the Metro, they said the Star. Then I read the Star. The Star didn't even have any fucking quotes in it. So the Star had no quotes, no story, no source, no nothing. No nothing. This has literally been plucked out of thin air by someone at the Daily Star. Now, either someone at the Daily Star watches Adam McKola TV, saw us yesterday, thought, I know how to get a little bit of hits. Let's talk about Saul Niguez because that's what the United fans want. Or they're just talking wet for clicks and likes and all that good stuff. I don't know what happened to my voice then. We're just getting angry at this stuff. Saul Niguez isn't coming to Man United. And United aren't confident in making it happen. And let's look at the facts. Yeah. United apparently going to sign Jadon Sancho. We're going to do this and we're going to do that. So where the fuck is this money for Saul Niguez coming from? I don't read them things, no. I read news now. I look at news now, bro. Don't tarnish me with that. I haven't read the Metro since I caught the bus to college, yeah. Cannonballer. But nah, they were all on news now, so you read it and it gives you the source next to it. And just like P says, United News sells newspapers. They sell newspapers. So we could probably plant another one. and say, I don't know, who do you guys want us to sign? Cristiano Ronaldo. Should we put that one back out there? Or is that one too obvious? It's on ESPN as well, says Amar Aziz, saying ESPN have got onto this one and talking about potentially Saul Niguez coming to United for £135 million. Can you imagine that? £135 million. It's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It is not going to happen, despite various reports suggesting Ed Woodward is confident of completing a club record £135 million transfer. It's not going to happen. Atletico Madrid, Saul Niguez will not be at Old Trafford next season. And if he is, I will shave my beard off. Ryan says, news now is what I use. First player seen this shit was the Sun last night, which says all that needs saying, doesn't it? You're bang on, mate. You're bang on, brother. It does indeed. Now, another story that hit the headlines is Harry Kane. Because Harry Kane was out and about talking about how he could potentially leave Spurs if things don't improve at Spurs and if he doesn't get the trophies. He said he's not going to stick around just for the sake of sticking around, and he would be open to a move. Now, he didn't say a club, he didn't say a country, he didn't say anything. He was just asked an open question, and he said that he loves Spurs, he loves being at Spurs, but if things don't change or they don't improve or he don't win trophies, he might have to look elsewhere. And he was talking more or less like in the next 12 months, not this summer, coming whenever this next summer is coming. And Harry Kane's always going to be linked with Manchester United. One, I think even if Harry Kane wanted to move, it'd be a very difficult move to happen and to make happen because of Daniel Levy. You hear about the stories of United in the past and being bothered and not wanting to deal with Daniel Levy. And obviously we dealt with him for Dimitar Berbatov and Michael Carrick and things like that. But United don't want to deal with him. And dealing with him for their most prized asset, dealing with them for their most valuable player, dealing with them for Harry Kane would be an utter headache. But what I would say is, whilst these comments and whilst these quotes have created a lot of furore, a lot of hype, and can you imagine if Paul Pogba had said these kind of things, the kind of things people would be saying about him? But you look at it and you think, Harry Kane's probably sending a message to the board, to say, yo, fix up, otherwise I'm gone. And he's hoping that they force some action. But I don't think Harry Kane ends up at United. As much as you'd want us to be in for him, it's big, big money. He's got a fair amount of injuries under his belt, and he's had a fair amount of injuries under his belt. United at this moment in time, we need to focus on a right winger. We need to focus on midfielder, maybe a centre half. Harry Kane won't be leaving Spurs this summer. So I think it's just a pointless conversation, really. It's why I didn't title the video with Harry Kane or anything. Because I just don't think he's going to be coming to Man United, Man City, Chelsea or anything like that. Like Ben says, if anywhere, you can see him going to Real Madrid. Now, Ben says Kane will replace Benzema. Now, that wouldn't surprise me. Lone Wanderer says Harry Kane won't go to another Premier League club. And Aiden says Anthony Martial, greater than Harry Kane. But I can't see Harry Kane leaving Spurs in the next transfer window. And definitely can't see him coming to Manchester United as much as I would like it. But how interesting is it that as soon as Jose Mourinho rocks up somewhere, Harry Kane starts talking about potentially leaving? Ain't that funny? Like Jennifer Lopez. It's very, very funny. So, yeah, be interesting to see what goes down with that one. We don't need Harry Kane. I don't think Harry Kane's overrated. I think that's a bit far, saying Harry Kane's overrated. I think he's a fantastic striker, and I think he's a very good striker. But when you look at what United need, I'd rather spend 120 million or whatever on Jadon Sancho than I would Harry Kane, because we need that position filled more. I'm not saying Odion Ighalo is better than Harry Kane, like Armando is in the comments, but if you can get Ighalo on a £15 million deal, obviously he's not your first choice. We don't need a first choice striker at this moment in time, and you get that right winger spot sorted. I think you get more goals out of Anthony Martial anyway. You get more goals out of Marcus Rashford. You get more goals out of Jadon Sancho. We need to add more goals to other areas of the team as well. But I just don't think Harry Kane happens. Really don't think it happens. as much as we would probably be interested if he did come on the market, I think dealing with Daniel Levy would be an absolute shit show, and it'd be an absolute headache as well that we probably don't want to get involved in. So there you have it with Saul Niguez and Harry Kane right here, right now. I'm rubbishing them. I'm saying they're not happening. They will not happen. They will not come to Man United. So let me know what you guys think about those thoughts. Oliver says, but Igalo is better than Kane. He's like, I got no. He's cheeky. It's just a whole lot of cheat going on in the comments right now. Get your comments in, get your likes in, get your super chats in, get joining the channel as well by clicking that join button and signing up to Adam McKola TV. This is United Daily. We are live every single day around 12 p.m. We'll be live. Today was the first time at 12 p.m. on a weekday. We'll probably keep this time going for the foreseeable future. We've spoken about Saul Niguez. We've spoken about Harry Kane. Something else I want to talk about is Jack Grealish. Now, you know how I feel about Jack Grealish. I feel he is a fantastic talent, a very good talent. I think I want him at Man United. I want him to sign for United. I want him to come to the club. But then he goes and is involved in situations like he was yesterday. Now, if you haven't seen it, Jack Grealish, his car, definitely his car, because he's been seen driving it before, was seen crashed into a number of parked cars. Who was driving, no one knows yet. So we can't mention who was driving because we don't know. But it was Jack Grealish's car. Jack Grealish was pictured on the scene with a mate. Both of them apparently were drunk. Which again, if they were intoxicated, especially Jack Grealish, that is a big problem. That is a big problem. The same day that he released a video saying stay home, stay safe, to help the NHS, he heads out on the lash, having a drink. Fine, you're not playing football for a while. Stay inside your house, have a drink. That's cool. But hitting the road in cars with mates when people are supposed to be quarantined and you're intoxicated, it's just asking for trouble. It's asking for trouble. And I don't know why you do it. You're in such a position now where you could potentially be signing for a club like Manchester United or going into one of those massive clubs and playing for England and doing this and doing that. And then you're involved in this. I understood it when you was a younger lad. I understood it when, things happen. If you would have gave me that kind of money as an 18-year-old, I'd have probably died in a puddle of my own puke somewhere. But what is he doing? Like, you're so close to a big move. Now, has he found out Pogba's staying at United, his move's off, and he's thought, oh, fuck this? Has he found that out and decided to get on the booze? I don't know, but he needs to stop being involved in these stupid things. For all we know, it could just make Ollie and United think, fuck that, we ain't getting involved there. We may as well just offer Pogba this new deal, get Pogba in, make sure he stays. We don't need to replace him. We don't need to buy another player in that position and move on. But Jack Grealish now, doing shit like this. Oh man, I'm so disappointed. I wanted him to be at United. I wanted him to be a success. I even wanted him to do well for England. I just like him as a player. He's from my local area. He's a good lad, but this is fucking stupid, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't make sense to me. Adil says we can't let Pogba go on a free. There's no way Pogba leaves on a free. Keep Pogba, don't play him, let him go on a free, says Jack. That's where those comments come from. Yeah, that's very unrealistic. That's not going to happen. If Paul Pogba is here for the next season, whenever that is, that will be because he's signed a new deal. I can't see United allowing him to stay at the club without signing a new deal. Bailey Jordan with the super chat. Yes, fella. Thank you very much for chipping in with a super chat. He says, if Pogba signs a new contract, which we were just discussing, do you think United will sign a first team midfielder such as James Maddison, Jack Grealish or Thomas Partey? I think Thomas Partey or a player of that ilk or that mould is a possibility because of, the position he plays in, the defensive midfield position he plays in. But as for James Maddison or Jack Grealish, I think it then becomes question marks over that. I would still sign one of them with Pogba staying, because I think you need that depth in quality and that strength in depth, and just having a number of players that can pick locks and cause problems to happen. And let's say United didn't sign Jadon Sancho, you could still see us signing Jack Grealish, who could fit into that front three or midfield three. You could fit in anywhere. But I do think if Pogba stays, we won't get either of them, which is disappointing, despite my personal opinion that I'd still sign Jack Grealish or James Maddison if Paul Pogba did stay. And just like you, Jack Grealish is the best bet for me out of those two players. I think you can still fit a Thomas Partey into the team, regardless of what happens with Pogba and Jack Grealish and all that. You could still fit a Paul Pogba into the team a Thomas Partey into the team because of where he plays. I think that's a real position we need to strengthen in. But talking about Thomas Partey, as you can see the other headlines there's been reports in Spain that Thomas Partey could be signing a new deal, which would boost his release clause to £92 million. It would obviously mean that he'd probably more likely to stay at Atletico Madrid for the foreseeable future. Now, Thomas Partey at the moment, I believe his release clause is £40 million, £42 million. If you can get him in for that, it'd be an absolute bargain. Josh, stop spamming, bro. I'm going to read out comments anyway, but don't spam, please. Come on. He says, Grealish is disgraceful. Do not want him at the club. Until this morning, yes. No way now. Nice one. Stop spamming now, though, yeah? Come on. Fair's fair. Let everyone else give a comment in. Deal's just gone, fucking hell, mate. And John has used a word I haven't heard in a long time, which is pleb. I haven't heard that, I think, since school. Do you remember the sweets as well called plebs? Have I imagined that? There were sweets called plebs, weren't there? Were the sweets called plebs? Let me have a little Google. Plebs. Have I imagined that? Or were they called something else? No, I've literally imagined it. I've absolutely imagined that. What were them sweets called? In the box. They used to have a box. And you shake them around, make bare noise, and they got a little hole and you pop it up. And they used to be like chewing gum, but the chewing gum was shit. Shit chewing gum, you know, like loses its flavour straight away. Oh. There's a show called Plebs, I know that. Trade deal. Pereira, Lingard, Jones for Grealish seems like a decent deal, says Armando. We're going to sign Harry Kane, Koulibaly, Saul Niguez, Jadon Sancho and Bellingham. Bloody hell. I think ZOT is pulling someone's leg there. Still got to go work in a couple hours, even in all of this going on. But you going live has cheered me up. United are coming back. Dan, I love you, brother. I love you. Nerds, that's the one. P Savage. Low Munder is just laughing at me. Ryan says pair drops. They're definitely not pair drops. Gary says poppets. Minnie says Tic Tacs. They're not Tic Tacs. They are nerds. Which are these bad boys. They're them. Do you remember them? Nerds. Oh shit, why have I opened Skype? Let me... Do you remember? Them. Not plebs. Nerds. What is green and smells like bacon? Says Ryan. What is green and smells like bacon? Off bacon? I don't know. What is green and smells like bacon? Laffy Subni with another super chat says big fan, keep up the work. Laffy, I appreciate you. Neil says cabin fever yet. I'm still going alright at the moment. It helps that I speak to you guys on a daily basis, to be totally honest with you. Otherwise I'll be cracking up. I'm also listening, regularly watching, catching up on WWE Raw from the start, doing all that stuff. Been watching Tiger King, been watching various different things on Netflix, all that good stuff. We still sell them. We do still sell them, don't we? I've seen them in the shops a few times. I haven't had them in a long, long time, which is mad. Kermit's fingers. Ryan. I'm going to steal that. What's a Discord server? Someone explain to me what a Discord server is. While I Google it. Discord servers. I don't know what one of those is, but let me know in the comments below, and maybe I'll have a little look into it. I have got Disney Plus as well. I got that on. I got that through O2. I got a contract on O2, and it allowed me to get 6 months free, which was good. This jersey here is a Pata Umbro collaboration. Pata and Umbro collab. So yeah. Bench Pogba for 12 months, let him go on a free, and sign Joe Shelby as a show of dominance, says Jack Jennings. Oh God, with the super chat. You sure you don't want to get Longstaff instead of Joe Shelby? That's the one we've been linked with. Jordan says watching various things on Netflix. Don't you mean Pornhub? Maybe. But what I do in my own time is up to me, innit? And there are other websites available. We can't let Pogba go on a free. He's worth a lot of money, says Adil. My favourite films, says PJ. I've got a number of favourite films. I've got Lion King, the classic, the original. That's a bad boy of a film. Snatch, definitely up there as one of my favourite films. Godfather. I know Godfather 2 is the best, but I just say Godfather because I love the whole thing. That's also one of my favourite films. So those three are definitely up there. What else is banging? What else is great? I enjoyed the Lion King series more than I did, say, the Harry Potter series or anything like that. That was my thing in series. So yeah. Who you picking? Party, Saul or Sancho? You can only sign one, says Yusuf. Sancho. We need that right wing position sorted ASAP. I watched Snatch for the first time last night, says DM. What did you make of it, mate? It's one of my favourite films ever. I know a lot of the quotes from it. Everything. Course I am. You're a natural, ain't you, Tyrone? Course I am. What the fuck on caravan with no wheels? Brad Pitt's amazing in that. I've got to say, Brad Pitt is amazing in that. Thank you for your super chats today, by the way, guys. PJ likes the Lion King as well, which I like to hear. Oliver says, what is your favourite drug? Calpol. Calpol was banging back in the day, wasn't it? But nah, I like a trip to Amsterdam. So with that being said, you can probably tell, although a lot of shit goes down in Amsterdam. Darcy Sweeney, another one of my members, has joined. The Graduate with Dustin Hoffman is his greatest movie of all time. You can't join your channel with PayPal. It says PayPal for me, Glenn. When I click join and it shows me the list of options, it does say PayPal. Now, if you can't do it, that's fine. P Savage did it with PayPal. But if you can't do it, or where the country that you're in, you can't do it, that's absolutely fine. Snatch and Lockstock are absolute classics, says Blur. Totally agree with you. Lockstock isn't far behind Snatch as well. It was class. At least I could understand Mikey because I'm Irish, says Dear. Mickey's class in that film. I said to Mikey because of the way I read it, but Mickey's class in that, innit? Which part of Ireland you from, mate? Pure Calpol is better than 6 Plus, says P Savage. Pure Calpol, what is that? Is that some good stuff? Snatch is a super move, says Darth. I recently watched the new film from Guy Ritchie, The Gentleman, which was pretty good as well. I like that. When I click join, nothing happened, says Cannonballer. I'm not sure what's going on there, bro. Maybe if you can do it from a desktop or something. I'm not too sure. But if you're having issues, I don't know what to say, because they're not my issues, it's YouTube issues. But I'd just maybe try a different app or try a different platform. Cork Boy, same as Keen and Irwin, says DM. I've got family from Ireland, and in Ireland my nana was Irish. Watched a film the other day, Irish film, The Young Offenders. I really liked that. That was good, and now I've heard there's a series about it as well. I don't know if the series is any good, but I'm going to check it out because the film was pretty good. Pretty funny as well. Easy watch. I like that, so go check that out. Finally watching live, says Garin. Cannonballer says he is on the desktop. Come over to Stretford Paddock for more news, says Stretford Paddock in the comments. After I gate crashed Joel's stream, his live stream. I was sitting there thinking, why ain't Joel finished yet? He's been live now for 25 minutes. And then I thought, let me jump in, wait till he finishes and tell everyone to come here, which we did. And now they've done the same. Who is that anyway? Is that you, Joel? Or is that you, Steve? Who is it? Because whoever it is, I'll phone you right now off WhatsApp. And we'll get some of your thoughts on Jack Grealish, on Jadon Sancho, on Thomas Partey, on Saul Niguez, on all that stuff. Joshua, I'm going to have to put you in timeout because you're doing an absolute mad thing in the comments at the moment. So I'm putting you on timeout. I'm not going to ban you yet because I feel like you're sound, but you're just being a bit weird today. So I've put you in timeout. Here we go again with Wash. Did you watch The Irishman on Netflix? I think I did, you know. Oh, no, I went to watch it in the movies. Didn't I? Yeah. I went to watch it at the cinema. I definitely went to watch it at the cinema. It's me, Joe. Right, I'm phoning Jesus. Phoning Joe. Let's do this. Yeah, Young Offenders is class, Moz. How can you message me? Yeah? How can you message me and then not answer your phone when I phone you while you're messaging me? This is what I hate, people like this. Hate people like Joe. What a disgrace this fella is. What an absolute disgrace this fella is. Oh, finally answers his phone.
Well, I'm watching the stream, so I'm behind.
Oh, are ya? But your phone still rang at the same time, the right time, you douche.
I keep on silent. I'm very professional.
Okay, fair enough. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm very good. How are you doing?
Yeah, sound. We're just here live, as you were earlier. I suppose you've spoken about... I've seen you speaking about Jadon Sancho.
Yeah.
What was it, you know?
Well, it's the Independent, isn't it? They're saying that we might be paying 400 grand a week, or actually they said it'll be earning 400 grand a week. So I don't know if that's what we'll pay him, or that's like every sponsorship he's going to have in the next 10 years all put together. But pretty crazy numbers, that, isn't it?
That is mental. 400 bags a week. No wonder he wants to come to United.
I know, yeah.
You see that Jack Grealish story?
Yeah, I didn't really comment on it because I don't know all the details, and it just seems a bit...
Yeah, it's a bit of a, like, who's done what kind of situation, but
Yeah,
it's definitely his car, and that car has definitely hit other cars, and he may have been definitely intoxicated, and it's just like, fuck's sake, Jack.
It's just stupidity, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd have loved him to sign for United.
What, would you not anymore then?
I don't think United will sign him now.
Do you not?
I think they'll use that as a reason not to sign him.
Maybe, yeah. It's just stupid, isn't it? And also, it gives off that feel of like, I'm too big to stay at home. That rules for you and not for me. It just gives that kind of arrogance to it, doesn't it? A little bit.
Did you see the video he posted earlier in the day?
What is that? Everyone's got to stay at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay at home, stay safe, and help the NHS. But
you know, at least his words good, but his actions maybe not.
Defo. Out of signings, Joe, who do you think's going to sign for United this summer? Well, whenever the summer is.
Yeah, this next transfer window. I think of the ones we've been linked to, it looks as though Sancho is the most likely at the minute for me. I think there's been the most rumours. There's been the most kind of rumours, like not just rumours from newspapers, but like hearsay and talk coming out of different sources where you overhear this, you overhear that. He's meant to be saying this. I think that one does seem like it's got legs. I think we definitely wanted Grealish as well, but like I said, that one may be up in the air now.
That'd be sad. We're gonna do another video this week.
Yeah, we'll get you on. We'll get you on for maybe a podcast on Thursday, or maybe a podcast tomorrow. Who knows? I'll be in touch.
All right, sweet. Well, I'll give you a shout in a bit. I'm gonna finish this now.
Yeah, nice.
Catch you later. Love
Thanks,
you. Bye.
Bye.
There you go. That's live from Jesus. Jesus' thoughts on the transfer window. he thinks we're going to sign Jadon Sancho. P Savage says United 20-1 to win the title next season. Surely that's worth a tenner. I think it is. Peaky Not Pikey Blinders on Netflix's class, set in Birmingham as well. You've seen it. I've seen odd bits because my missus watches it, but I haven't sat and watched it from the start, which is something I need to do. They filmed some of that as well by our studio in Manchester. I think they filmed some of it in Northern Quarter, don't they? So yeah, there you go. United to get their wage bill down, not giving a 20-year-old 400 grand a week, says James. We've lost a lot on our wage bill in recent weeks and months though, which could help them offer more money elsewhere. Is Sancho sponsored by Adidas? Not too sure, you know. Is he a Nike geezer? But not too sure at all. Not too sure at all. Guys, get hitting that like button, get commenting, get sharing, get subscribing, get super chatting, get joining, get your thoughts in the comments below on this United Daily. And we are here to talk Saul Niguez, to talk Jadon Sancho, to talk Jack Grealish, to talk Thomas Partey, and to talk Paul Pogba as well, because United have apparently been handed a boost in the future of Paul Pogba because of the fact that it's going to be very hard for Juventus and Real Madrid to stump up the cash. Accidentally leaked Joel's number. I can't do that to him. I think Steve leaked my number once before. He like tweeted a message I'd sent him and my number was there on Twitter. Like, who even does that? Live stream is very low. Are you sure it's not low just for you? It's low for me. It seems to be fine. My sound's fine my end. So I don't know what's going on with you, brother. Or sister. Depends who's watching. But I definitely. Yes, Bailey. Bailey's joined. What a legend. How do I can I do something to that? Can I click that? I can't. But Bailey has joined Adam McKola TV. So thank you very much to Bailey for joining Adam McKola TV. When you join Adam McKola TV, you become a part of the channel. You support the channel. You help me be able to boost the content that I put out. Maybe employ someone to help me create the content. And you also get all of this content, which is obviously on the free channel. You get extra content, at least one extra video a month. You get priority on Q&As and things like that. Get a little forum with me. There's loads of little additions, some good emojis and all that good stuff. So you get all those things in the membership. So thank you to him for joining us. Bailey Jordan, absolute legend. Shout out there for you. P Savage says his sound's fine. I'll pump it up my end just for you guys that are missing out on a little bit of sound. Advanced audio properties. Pump that up. Surely that's a little bit louder for you now, and you can hear me a little bit better. We'll keep this show rolling for 5 more minutes as we're here to talk Adam McKola TV's United Daily, Saul Niguez, Jadon Sancho, Thomas Partey, Paul Pogba, Manchester United, coronavirus, no football. We're also hearing the season could be played in a World Cup style tournament at St George's Park or somewhere like that, somewhere in the Midlands. You'd have to hold all of the players kind of hostage within one area, one hotel maybe. I'm not too sure how that work. I can't see it happening. Logistically, it doesn't make sense. I can't see there's a way that it's going to happen where this season continues behind closed doors with all the teams quarantined. How can you guarantee that? There's going to have to be people like watch The Graduate. Everyone here should see it, says Darcy. I'll check that out. There's going to be like issues with caterers, like staff, St George's Park staff, hotel staff, like cleaners. Like, what happens to them? Do they all have to stay on site as well? I don't get it. I don't get how you make that happen. I haven't been here for years. I remember you answered my question during the Moyes era, but I'm going to try to be more consistent, says Riff MU. Come on, my guy. Let's get some consistency in this, yeah? I'm consistent now. Now we need you lot to be consistent. Tom Hudson has also joined the membership as well of Adam McKola TV. So thank you very much to Tom Hudson for joining us on Adam McKola TV. I appreciate every single last one of you, whether you can join us or not. But Tom and Bailey have joined us today, and they have joined the likes of Darcy, PJ, P Savage on the Adam McKola TV membership. So thank you very much for joining us on the channel. Make sure you're keeping it liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. I've already recorded the video for later on today, which is the Premier League Gazette, and that will be with you very, 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 very soon. So make sure you're keeping it locked for the Premier League Gazette and Gazette United as well. Bailey says, I feel like they are forcing themselves to conclude the season rather than cancelling it, only due to Liverpool being so far ahead and not having won a Premier League before. I hear you. I reckon if it was level, or it was 2 points difference, they call it off like we've kind of seen in Germany, where they've kind of said this ain't happening. I think a lot of it's down to that, and also down to TV money. TV money rules the game, and these clubs need that TV money. We're looking at the newspapers today, and you'll see it in Premier League Gazette. A lot of it's talking about maybe players taking pay cuts and this, that and the other. Clubs need this TV money. TV money makes the world go round, and they really do need that TV money to make sure they can go ahead and go through for the season. GGR just says fleece. Riff says, sorry, I'm a defo be more consistent. I appreciate you, man. Whether you watch one show a week or every show a week, I appreciate you guys for getting involved here on Adam McKola TV. And for now, guys, this has been it for the Daily United. So thank you to joining us. Thank you to Bailey, I nearly said, Bailey and Tom for joining us on Adam McKola TV. Thank you for your super chats as well, the likes of Riff that have given us those. And make sure you're keeping it locked throughout the show and throughout the week for much more content. I'm going to be trying to help us all get through this together. So keep it locked, like, comment, share, subscribe. But for now, I've been Adam McKola.